YouTube, what's up? This might be a controversial. I think I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this one, but this is an honest and genuine opinion when it comes to games. I know there's a lot of fuss, chatter, arguments over performance when it comes to games, and I get it. I understand how important frames are. They're really important. There are some games that I will not touch if it's under 60 frames a second. Really, if I won't touch like shooters, sports games, racing I can pretty much deal with if it's a smooth 30. But for the most part, I need 60 frames on some of those games. I do. But there are some games where I don't need 60 frames, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I would appreciate higher frames, but that's not a make or break thing with me. The reason why I'm even talking about this in this video is because I've had several conversations with different people, and I actually watched a video today that kind of blew my mind too. Talking about frames, and I just for some reason I can't wrap my head around the emphasis over frames when it comes to certain games. Like, so I heard Joker Productions. I watched this video today where he really like totally trashed Xbox. Crazy video. But he trashed Xbox, and in the video he was talking about he wouldn't touch The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima because it was running at 30 frames. And I'm like, holy crap, like he really missed out on a great game. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, he really skipped out on a great game because of the frames. And I'm a console gamer, and I've been gaming on 30 frames for a long time. So I'm not saying that what I'm saying is right, but what I'm trying to get at is 30 frames good enough for certain games? Like, is it good enough? That's my honest and legit question, man. Like, I literally enjoyed God of War at 30 frames. I did. I enjoyed The Last of Us at 30 frames. I actually played The Last of Us, the first one, 30 frames on a PS3. And I was perfectly fine with it. I was. I can name other, like Infamous Second Son. These games ain't coming to my head right now off the top of my head right now, but I played countless games where they run at 30 frames, and I had a absolute blast. I mean, I enjoyed it, from the visuals to the storytelling, gameplay. Like, I had no problem playing those games at 30 frames. Like, there's no way I would skip out on a game like Ghost of Tsushima because it's running below 60 frames. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And even this generation with the PS5, right? And Xbox Series X, if they ever come with games that I would want, consistently, I would get one just to experience those games for sure. Right? But I would be cool with 30 frames a second if the visuals was a substantial upgrade over what we got now. You know what I mean? Like, if I saw like God of War, the next God of War come out, and it's like mind-blowing visually, like face-melting graphics, right? And is that 30 frames a second? I mean, I'm talking visuals that the PS4 Pro could not do. I'm on board with it. I wouldn't trip like, it's 30 frames. No. I don't know. And I don't know. Is it games over frames mentality I'm speaking here? Or if I'm complaining about it, is it frames over games? I don't know. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I've had back and forth with friends about this frame rates. I've had, I don't know. My man Doc Dark hit me like, bro, you cool with 30 frames in this generation? And I'm like, yeah, honestly, I am. If the visuals are a substantial leap over what we got now, yeah, I am. I'm cool with 30 frames. I am. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, if frames is that big of a deal, I can totally understand, right, why Xbox fans are hyped over 120 frames, frame boosts, stuff like that, performance jumps and stuff like that over graphics, like, and over new games. Like, if frames is that important, right? I can't knock anybody. I cannot knock an Xbox fan or anybody, PC gamer. I cannot knock them if they choose to play or experience those old games at higher frames. I can't knock them. I can't get mad at them if they feel like they can go, they cool with the, playing the games they've been playing, and they're cool with not having new games and playing the old games running at higher frames. I probably said that like 2 or 3 different times, differently, but the exact same thing. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? I can't knock them. Whereas before, it didn't make any sense to me, because it's like, why would you play old games on new frames? But if, like I said, if the frame rates are that important, then by all means, man, get an Xbox Series X and play those games. If they that game changing, get an Xbox Series X and get and play those games, and in the higher frame rates, and be cool. Personally, me, I want a new game. I want a new experience. I want to experience something that I haven't seen before, and I don't feel like frame rates is enough. Personally, I don't feel like that, and I don't know. And I've toggled with frames. I've had plenty of opportunity to look at frames. To jump the toggle 60 frames in a lot of those games. I could have put God of War on the PS4 Pro at 60 frames. I could have. Skip the resolution. We just talking frame rates, right? I could have easily did that with God of War, Infamous Second Son, MLB The Show, which I didn't mind playing at 30 frames. That's a game I just don't mind playing at 30 frames, because the action ain't as much as it is in NBA 2K or Madden, where the action is constant, right? But I legit don't mind it. I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't know. You tell me. Am I tripping? Tell me if I'm tripping. Is frame rates that important where I shouldn't even be tripping over getting new games, and I should just be cool getting an older game? Because if that's the case, then I feel like PlayStation is going in the wrong direction. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it is mind-blowing to me. And like I said, I've had some pretty interesting conversations, and I've had some spats with people over frame rates. I personally feel there is a overemphasis over frames. If you're going to skip over a game because the frame rates ain't where you want it to be, because I think if I'm not mistaken, some devs use frames as an artistic direction. They prefer to run it at 30 instead of 60 because of the artistic direction. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've heard that before. But regardless of the fact, I'd be damned if I'm going to miss out on a game like Ghost of Tsushima because it ain't running at 30. Bro, if it ain't running at 60 frames, man, I can't imagine missing out on a game like that because the frames ain't where I think it should be. I don't know, man. I don't know. Help me out here. Let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Wrong. I'm gone.